In the world of celebrity, relationships often play out under the brightest and most unforgiving spotlights. But behind the headlines and red carpet smiles, there are real human stories of love, loss, and the difficult journey of letting go. For Cardi B, one of the biggest stars on the planet, the end of her marriage to fellow rapper Offset wasn't just a news story. It was a profound and painful personal evolution. Recently, she opened up about this journey with unprecedented honesty, giving us a rare glimpse into the heart behind the persona. Speaking with Jay Shetty on his podcast, Cardi B shared her feelings with a level of vulnerability that was both surprising and deeply moving. It was a very open and raw conversation, far from the bravado and confidence she's known for on stage. She wasn't performing, she was reflecting. She described the slow, painful end of her marriage to Offset, not with anger, but with a quiet sense of finality. Her words were simple, yet devastatingly clear. She said, "I felt the love dying." And she was quick to clarify that this wasn't a one-sided experience. From my end. From his end. These words paint a picture of a relationship that didn't crash and burn, but slowly faded into embers. It's a deep sense of sadness, a mutual recognition that what once bound them together was unraveling. It sounds like a slow and painful process. It was not a sudden decision, not a single fight that broke the camel's back. Instead, the feeling grew over a long time. It was a gradual erosion of connection, a slow drift apart that happens day by day. It took a while for her heart to accept what her mind already knew, a common struggle when logic and emotion are at war. She also spoke about a profound sense of isolation that crept in long before the physical separation. "I was very lonely," she admitted, before adding a crucial detail, "because I chose to be lonely." This is perhaps one of the most poignant parts of her story. She was still in the relationship, but alone inside it. She had started to emotionally withdraw, building walls to protect herself from the inevitable pain of the end. She said it took months for her heart to finally say, "You're done." It's a very human way to describe that difficult internal choice, where you have to give yourself permission to leave. Their life together was intensely public. They married in secret in 2017, share 3 children, and their relationship has been a rollercoaster played out for the world to see. They faced many ups and downs, with persistent rumors of cheating and public arguments. This recent interview pulls back the curtain on the personal pain behind those public headlines. It reframes the narrative from one of celebrity drama to one of human experience. It wasn't about pointing fingers or placing blame. It was about her personal journey and the emotional path she had to walk alone, even while still part of a couple. She needed to feel the end of the love, to mourn it while it was still technically alive, before she could find the strength to act on it. Her description of being lonely while still with someone is powerful, and incredibly relatable for anyone who has felt a relationship fading. It's the quiet ache of sharing a space, but not a life. It shows immense strength to talk about it so openly, to dissect her own heartbreak for the world to hear. But the emotional end of a marriage is one thing. The legal end is another. For Cardi B and Offset, that process has not been simple. Cardi first filed for divorce in July of 2024, a definitive legal step that seemed to signal the final chapter. This was the official start of their separation, moving their private struggle into the public record. However, the process is still not complete. In her interview, she shared that things are not peaceful on the legal front. She explained that Offset has not yet signed the divorce papers. This detail adds another layer of complexity, suggesting a disconnect between Cardi's emotional closure and the legal reality of their situation. It leaves them in a state of limbo. It's a complicated and drawn-out end to a long, tumultuous chapter in their lives, one that captivated millions. Shortly after Cardi spoke out, the narrative gained another perspective. Offset shared his side of the story on Keke Palmer's podcast, "Baby, This is Keke Palmer." In a moment of striking accountability, he admitted, "I should have respected her way more. I made bad decisions as a man, like stepping out." It was a direct admission of infidelity, confirming the long-circulating rumors that had plagued their marriage for years. He didn't make excuses or deflect. It takes a significant amount of courage to own your mistakes so publicly, especially when you're a figure in a genre often defined by machismo. He acknowledged that his actions pushed Cardi away. He explained that when she finally left, he had no choice but to take it on the chin, accepting the consequences of his choices. With both sides speaking out, the breakup timeline is clearer. Cardi felt the love dying for months, filed for divorce in the summer of 2024, and by late 2024, she was already hinting at a new romance, signaling she was moving on. While the legal papers remain unsigned, a frustrating loose end, the emotional separation is very real and complete. Both have publicly acknowledged the end, albeit from different points of view. And amidst the heartbreak and legal tangles, Cardi B has found a new beginning. Her story doesn't end with loss, it pivots towards hope. In September 2025, she announced happy news that took the world by surprise. She is expecting her fourth child. The baby's father is her new partner, Stefon Diggs, a superstar NFL player. This new chapter marks a clear and decisive turn in her personal life. She described this new phase with a renewed sense of purpose, saying she feels very strong and very powerful, creating new life while simultaneously working on her career and preparing for a tour. Their relationship timeline moved quickly, but decisively. Speculation began in October 2024. They were seen together on Valentine's Day 2025, and they made their relationship public in May 2025. Now, just a few months after going public, they're preparing to welcome a child together, solidifying their new family unit. She says the baby is due before her arena tour begins in February, a tour aptly titled Little Miss Drama, a nod to the whirlwind of her public and private life. However, just as one drama seemed to be resolving, another emerged. Shortly after the pregnancy announcement, a paternity lawsuit surfaced, filed in December 2024 by a model named Aileen Lepera. Lepera claims that Stefon Diggs fathered her baby girl, who was born in April 2025. For his part, Diggs has contested the claim and requested genetic testing to determine the truth. The news immediately went viral, and in true Cardi fashion, she responded online not with a lengthy statement, but with a now iconic line that took over social media. "Hello, Barbara, this is Shirley. That's your baby daddy, that's my baby daddy too." It was a moment of defiant, humorous solidarity, showing that even in this new chapter, she's facing the drama head-on her own terms.